So when did we actually start these?
When did I start what for? Like filming?
The first episode. What was the date?
of the course.
Do we know?
Well, March is music in our school's month, but we got it like the middle of February.
It was definitely in January, I think.
Wait.
I think it was in 2018.
I think I can pull up the.
When did we
intro.
release it on YouTube?
I don't know.
Because we had filmed it about a week before that.
I know it was at least February, maybe January.
Oh, I know it was pretty early. Let me check.
Was it during the egg drop?
Maybe.
I might have been in that area of time.
For those of you who don't know, Eric and I are in physics, and we had an egg drop project that was full of weeping and gnashing of teeth, as Mr. Yeti would have put it.
Well, February 17th, I have...
February 15th
I
is
have
when
the
we
intro.
released the YouTube video.
So we started...
So I'm going to
wow,
say we
so
started it
January.
like late January or early
Yeah.
February. That's when we started. And then we sum it all up at the end of May.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
It is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
We did...
Like,
A lot.
like looking back at it, we look so little.
We did.
Even though
were.
it's only been like 4 months.
I lost a lot of phone battery filming.
We did. We used a lot of our CM
Yes.
battery to film.
I had to charge it every day before 5th period so I could get
Yeah,
ready to...
and then every day after 5th period.
I would have to charge it in physics
Yes.
because it would have drained.
So let's just talk about this first frame for a little bit.
Yes.
Because there's a lot going on,
There's a lot going on.
unintentionally. First of all, we have James in the center of the frame because he's about to be told a joke.
Yes.
And
James is
we
the
have
front.
Ryan hiding in the background. I think it's because we set up later in the episode that he wants to hide for some... Oh, yeah. He
Because
wants to
of
hide.
the...
But he did not realize that this was before that.
Yes. So,
So he's
yes.
just hiding.
We filmed this
That's all.
after a later thing in the
Yes.
episode. We filmed the cold open later.
So he's just hiding out there, and there's
and-
Mrs. Spear in her office talking to someone.
Ryan was dressed very nice for
Yes, because this was the day of the Gateway Clipper.
of the Gateway
that
Clipper
the French
that we
club
filmed a
takes.
lot of this. So Ryan was
And-
dressed really nice throughout the filming of this entire
And
episode.
Eric and I agreed that we were gonna wear our musical clothing there.
Yeah, so you have your
Yes,
jet jacket with your slick back hair.
I wore my jet clothes that did my hair out
Yes.
to school.
And I think this is
Eric
the
did not.
first
Nathan
episode.
thought I
this is
was.
the first episode where you didn't wear your glasses.
yes,
as
because
well.
I got in
Nathan,
contact.
Nathan
So-
has got a whole new outlook on life.
That
I guess.
probably threw our viewers from other schools off a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think.
But
they
I
can
mean,
still tell
throughout
us.
all these episodes,
I know, but I'm sure they noticed.
our hair has like all changed.
You're right.
Like James.
Well, not really, because
Well,
mine.
James was having this. He pushed his
Yeah.
back. Ryan
Yeah.
shaved his down more.
Yeah,
he did.
really, he did.
He did
Like,
cut his
watching
hair.
the early ones, it was like, wow.
It was very long, and then he cut it down. That's
Mine got like gel slicked over.
Yeah.
Yours, Creed's just was Creed.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't changed my hair much.
Yeah.
All right,
Gabby's curled sometimes. But yeah,
this is the
let's hit it.
finale. Let's get all emotional.
3, 2, 1.
I knew that I wanted to do this cold open. This is one of my all-time favorite cold opens from the actual Office. Is the one where
Updog.
Michael continuously messes up the updog joke.
Who made a funny?
Who made a funny?
He says that in the Office as well. So that this is very much copying, but it's such a great scene.
Yeah. Ryan is still out there, now blocked by Creed. We zoom in on Eric's face, looks at camera.
Yes, that realization is also Oscar-winning acting.
As he leaves. Shrek here, center frame.
Yes.
Ryan dressed up for
The
the
focal
cover.
point of this frame is Shrek, obviously, with well-dressed Ryan.
As you can tell, Ryan loves food.
Yes.
And I guess this is a food.
Yep, up dude.
Up dude is apparently a
delicacy.
food.
I just love the idea of Eric chasing people down through the halls.
Through the halls,
But
including...
it just so happens to be that they're all course
Also,
members.
Sean was going right, and then after
Yeah,
Eric
he
bullies
turned
him,
around.
he heads back to the left. There we have our first look at jet clothes and Nathan.
Yep, the first and only look. No, I'm in.
No,
I'm
you
in
wear
this
your jet
scene.
clothes in a few other scenes.
Yeah, you do.
So it's like I'm doing inventory of the Shrek costumes
This is where,
that we
uh,
just got back, and he messed up the line, like
My
in
joke.
he messed up the joke.
And Nathan's happy that I
So-
care about
Yeah,
him for
that
once.
he actually asked how
Which
my day
this
is
is
going.
that's in the Office, of course.
And
As
then
well.
and then he walks away, and I'm all dejected.
Baked ham.
Yes, we always have the baked ham dinner on the side going into Berlin.
See, just look at Nathan then.
Yeah,
You know what I really want to know? I want to know what Sean had written in his crossword.
it was like musical,
Yeah.
in like music room, chorus room, stuff like that. Cause we were like, oh, that'd be a little cute little Easter egg, but then nobody can read it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Cause like that shot of him and the bug that was taken as we were getting on the bus in the first episode.
Yeah, he was late, but
Yes, that's right.
No, he didn't go on it. Oh yeah, he was late to
Right.
school.
We did a good job of not using the conference room and keeping the lights off.
Yeah.
we did.
So we have him instead in Mrs. Speary's office, in front of the piano desk, which makes a nice little set piece.
It does.
I do like the sort of visual irony of he says we have this big open room as he's inside this tiny closet.
Yeah, that's true.
So this was a nice framing setup that I liked. We debated a lot on how we wanted to set this up, and I liked the wide angle.
Yeah.
And I think it serves the comedy because you can see Mr. Bones in the closet before Eric even opens
Also,
it.
Yeah.
Ryan is observing what's going
Yes,
Yeah,
on.
he's gonna
This was
Because he's
really
supposed to be
subtle,
concerned about
really
this.
subtle background work. Like
Yeah.
if you blink twice, you'll miss Ryan sneaking out. Like
And you had to
Scooby-Doo.
see all prior
Scooby-
episodes to
I
understand.
told him to Scooby-Doo level sneak out of the
Yes.
room. Really,
And,
obviously.
Eric asks, he thought that I was gonna take Mr. Bones home and
And
torture
torture
it. And he says it's gonna be a process as. So this one,
I don't really know why Sean was filling up cups.
Yeah, I
but
don't
know.
we
No,
just
it
needed
was-
it.
Sean came to me about 3 weeks before we filmed this, and he said, "Bro, I came up with a comedy idea." I said, "What?" He said, "Imagine if you had like a 5-gallon bucket full of water, and I like leave it. Somebody dumps it out. I come back to it and like throw it up in the air because I didn't know how light it was." I said, "You know what? I will do my best to write that into an episode for you."
So Nathan
Yeah.
empties the cup,
Yes.
not 5-gallon
So
bucket.
I wanted 5-gallon buckets, but we didn't quite have the resources. This would have been much funnier. I still like that a lot.
yeah,
I
I like the scene. I think people are confused by it though,
Yeah.
because they didn't really understand what was going on or what I was doing. But I like it.
I like
Also,
it. I do
Nathan
like
and Creed have connected a lot more.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
but-
was
and
told,
this
smile
I
was
was
just
told to
excellent.
give a weird toothy smile. And Eric
looks
kept
great.
the camera rolling. This is an homage to the,
The
first,
first-
episode
Yes.
where he calls everyone back
And
say,
then we
Eric,
realized
the conference
that it's
room's
been
burned
burnt
down.
So
And we
moved
said
to
last week, even though it's
Yeah.
been like three weeks.
The relaxation zone.
As you see, relaxation.
Sean is sleeping. We had to commandeer this area. Creed pulls me back.
Yes, I wanted that in there. Like or like Nathan's used to sitting beside
Yeah.
Eric when he calls meetings.
So here Eric is just now telling us about the graduation that's
I know.
presumably happening today.
And I wanted music, and so I know Silas plays the guitar.
But you
every
look at
day,
Sean.
But I want Sean.
Yes.
And we didn't end up having any
Yeah, we
musical
did.
pieces. I think it would have
We
been
had
funny
Sean's
if,
iPhone, if you think about it.
Yeah, I think it would have been
Stuff.
funny if we went back and had Sean sing something.
I did originally want Silas to sing like something at some point, but like
I mean,
he
it was
was
already
so
a long-
depressed the day that we filmed this
Yeah.
that I just decided not to give him any more scenes after we were done with him.
Yeah, this was because we filmed this both the day before and the day of Awards Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the seniors,
Everyone was like leaving at this point.
yeah,
a lot
of
didn't
the
feel like showing
seniors
up.
were like in like a bad mood.
Yes, everybody's
Just
in a bad
because-
mood. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, going out of this place forever. And they're like,
Yes. We knew when we were starting this episode that we wanted it to be long.
yeah, because
Yeah.
We wanted it to be
an
really
hour.
long.
You guys wanted it to be an
Well,
hour.
I wanted a half an hour, but that was impossible, really. I wrote the episode, and we only had a week of school left after I
Yeah.
wrote it, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh, there's no way. Like, you guys didn't even think we'd get it done, and it ended up working.
We cut it a little close.
I came in, I was very determined. I came in that Monday, and I was like, we're going to get an episode out this week.
I like
oh
this
gosh.
idea how they're going to Keegan. I like how we actually knocked this time.
Yes, I like that. I
The
think
top
everybody...
hat.
Everybody other than Eric and Nathan are nice to Keegan. It's like a thing that I wanted to have. And, like, you know, Keegan's enthusiastic wearing top hat.
And
They
as you
just
see,
went,
the
"Hey, guys."
costumes have made it back in this room.
Yes, because it's post musical now.
I really like Sean's line here when Keegan asked if Eric's okay with this. You no,
No,
not
not
at
at
all. It's very emphatic.
Yes,
of
I love Sean's
their
dialogue.
chemistry.
Because then I'm like, we'll handle it, and Sean goes, yeah, we'll get it.
Let me close the door.
You can see the reflection of Eric filming in the
And a
plastic.
lot of
Yeah, you
scenes
can-
throughout all
I do
these
like that.
episodes.
I do like
you can
that.
see that. Another reference to my love to my
Yes.
mother.
Yeah, his
Love for your
mother.
mother.
His mother packs his lunches. for him.
Heart-shaped sandwiches.
There were like people in the hallway too when we were filming
Yeah.
that
Mm.
one. So you had to be like basically right.
Also, this Nathan had a line that said, "Yes, boss man." So we had just come back from our senior trip, and one of our waiters referred to all of us as boss man. So it was more or less.
But it also
reference.
fits in with the
Because Creed is in
fact
charge
that
of him.
Creed is
Yeah.
in charge of me.
Yeah.
And this was improv. I just said, all right, I'm gonna like bring you somewhere to negotiate the terms.
Well, the way I wrote it is I wanted you to step into my office and then you just
Yeah.
pulled me to the side. But we ended up in
This
this
worked
cage,
a
and I
lot
do like
better.
that.
And
Very
it's amazing that
energetic.
Nathan fits pretty well in these.
I mean, I was surprised we both fitted. I was waiting for the floor of that thing to fall out. I like the line where he says, "I need you to kidnap
The
someone very
president.
close to
The
you." I
president.
say the president because that would be a Dwighty line. And the interjection scene where Creed says, "How many people has he kidnapped?" I was kind of worried that would break up the flow, but I've heard that people like that part.
I like that
Yeah.
as well. I think it looks good.
And then I like this shot too, where I tell him I'll leave 5
Yes,
minutes
5
later.
minutes.
Also,
Just
I
holds
wish
on
we
his
would
seat.
have went back and filmed it and had
Had me
Nathan
in there.
still in there while James was doing this and maybe leaving later.
Yeah,
But I think
Which-
we filmed this way
We
after.
did.
yeah.
so
This
we weren't
this was like
prepared.
I think this was awards day. No, it wasn't.
No.
Oh,
The penguin.
That was not on purpose either. You just
We think he
accidentally
had a tiny seizure,
did. He
but
had a little bit of a
I like James's dialogue here, where he says like, "Maybe I'll get to go home for,
For
the
the
summer."
summer.
Yes, we're insinuating that James has to stay and clean
Yeah.
the entire chorus room.
Like James
later
and
than all of us.
Keegan are both basically
oh,
slaves.
Dulockhead is back.
Yep.
We,
Oh,
back
it
in the
was
tree.
back in time for this.
Because I was doing inventory on the Fiona costume. So here, this is kind of the resolution between Creed and Gabby, where they decide that they're going to play together at graduation.
Yes, which is an allusion
Yeah.
to our actual high school graduation where me and Gabby
Where they
performed
did.
together.
very well.
With Nathan, of course.
With Nathan, yeah.
Our resident drummer.
Yeah.
Who did an awesome job.
Oh, our favorite fan in the background right there.
This
this
scene was great.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't understand who or what was in the bathroom at the point.
I just love the visual of that.
Well, that you peeked out in like the
Yeah.
holiday. I watched this with my parents, and my dad goes, "That's Nathan Brandt."
Well, do you remember the first time we watched it back? We were like,
I loved it.
That's
I was cracking
perfect.
up. It looks so
Just-
good.
just the Day of the Dead mask.
I
the
love-
surgical
And
gloves.
Nathan here almost went in the urinal
Yeah, I
because
almost
he
went
can't
head
see.
first.
He's all over that bathroom floor.
That was so disgusting.
Oh boy.
And then I sneak up behind him, and instead of
Oh,
throwing a
that thing
bag
was on
over
the
his head-
floor, and now
Yes,
it's in my face.
there's all kinds of germs.
And then I had to snap the button, and he's
So
he
waving
hits
his-
me on the
he's
ground.
waving
Oh.
his head around. I just like slap him on the back.
This is kind of a weird scene, but we kept it, and I like it.
yeah.
It's ridiculously long, and like
And then
eventually
he just bends me
you like
over.
sexually
I
like
had no clue where it
bend
was
him
going.
onto the floor. It's so weird
And
looking.
then I like
And
try
then-
awkwardly trying to pick him up, and then I drop him.
Just
And then I just
smack.
give him a little double tap, and then I ask for help.
Which I think is awesome.
Yeah,
I love that
we
when
knew that we wanted to have me like give him
Eric
a
totally
piggyback
unaware
ride.
that he's being kidnapped. Like after it happened, like as it's happening. He's
Yeah,
like, oh,
and we
sure.
like the gag that like even though I'm talking to him, he doesn't know it's me, and then I ask
Yes,
him
and
to
you're
open
using
the
your
door
regular
for me,
voice as well.
and then we're just kind of
Just stomping over it too.
Yes,
We
and
were
then you, like,
really lucky
thump.
that there was no one in the hallway. When
We
We
were.
did. We got really lucky. The timing was all perfect and stuff.
We did have a couple times Miss Meehan came out and was like, "What are you boys doing?"
Yes, that
Yeah.
she was upset because somebody was giving a speech apparently, like while it happened. And so,
And then here I ask him to open it,
And I'm like, "Where are we?"
I want to know why people were giving speeches on the last day of school.
So then I just kind of sit him down.
Yes, and I love that the cut is when the door shuts. I
Yeah,
like that
and then
too.
we cut to him tired.
Yes, and of course
There's
Keegan's
just
here.
Keegan sitting there.
I knew that I wanted to have him just like panic reaction to being in the same room as Keegan. So I love
This
the dialogue
tie job though, like
The-
I
yes.
could have escaped.
easily.
Very
Yes,
easily.
But that's the point.
I actually tied myself.
You did tie yourself.
Yep. And you can see the yarn in the shot when he falls over.
Yeah.
Like the whole spool.
That's the point. We
I
just
like
grabbed-
that cut, how it goes to... Silas is acting
He goes
here
from
is
0 to 100
so fast.
like that.
I
Creed?
wanted more development, but we just didn't have time.
Yeah. Because we were really cutting it. Because Silas had to leave.
I wanted
yeah,
to
track,
like, right
yeah.
now.
I wanted
in
there
the
to be a
States.
gradual incline of
And he
Silas.
just goes straight for Creed.
Yes,
And
and
this
then
is
Ryan
the
with
martial
the sword.
arts. They came in.
Yes, we wanted to call back to Ryan performing
And
martial
then-
arts, and I did
he
that. I
knows.
knew I wanted this scene with Ryan proud of himself.
I-
And then this is one of my favorite
No.
perspectives. Just
No.
sad Eric on the floor. I didn't want to pan to Keegan at all. We actually let him read off the phone because it was such a long dialogue.
And he's monotone anyway, so
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
kind of.
It fits
It
like
worked
you could.
out. And then we have him awkward.
The jacket up in the top corner.
The jacket is
hanging
hanging on
the
the
banister. And then we have him awkwardly trying to untie Eric because we just had it looped around.
Now, if you actually listen to Keegan's dialogue here, I really liked it when I wrote it. Like, it was supposed to be that Eric didn't know it, but Keegan's liked him this whole time and has been helping him with all the stuff he wanted to do with the chorus room. And so Eric gets really emotional when he finds out.
My glasses come off.
They did. They went flying. Like,
And it takes you
flying
so
to you.
long to untie the ropes.
I
love
thought
it.
they
It's
were
like,
just gonna leave you on the floor.
Give me a hug down there.
Yeah. Because we have like 5 people standing at the top of the stairs.
I also, when I fell in this chair, I banged my head off the back of these rails.
oh, did you? I told you not to actually do it. My intentions were to tie you to the stool while you were sitting on the floor, like with your back against the stool, not on top of it. Because I knew I
This
wanted you to
black
fall
screen
over and
cut.
I didn't want you to die. And then we all have choir robes on for
Yeah.
our chorus room graduation.
It's very ragtag. We have like 3
Because
people
we
in the
even have our
audience.
own robes.
And we're playing Pomp and Circumstance on a recording. And he runs away and
Obviously.
man followed that way and then turned around.
We
There we
used
are,
a student, Luke Brick.
Yep. Gabby's
Film.
taking the
Mr.
tiniest
Yussi is
steps.
in the back. He did not want to be
so
in this.
still for
Yeah.
about a minute.
He
Just
did not wanna be
standing
in
there
it.
staring at Mrs. Spears' wall.
Yeah,
And then he starts like investigating the papers she's
Sean
pinned
did
on the
that
wall.
fake fall on purpose to refer to his character.
I did.
I did not notice that Mr. Yitzy was in that office.
Didn't you?
I've probably
That's
seen
one
this
of my-
episode 2 or 3 times.
And that's
now,
one of my
too.
favorite things in the background there.
Yeah, he was.
He tried to hide in all of our scenes.
Yeah.
He did. He did not want to be in the show.
Miss Speary was gone. Why? Why was she? Oh yeah, she had a
she had a
elementary,
class that
Yes,
so
and she didn't
we
want us
came
in
up
here
with our
without a
physics
teacher, so we
class.
brought the physics class.
Creed and Sean immediately sit down, and Eric is giving them
And
the
I-
harshest of glares.
death stare to Creed right there.
You may be seated. Runs over
Also-
right as it gets to the crescendo.
Most of the course room members were in physics except for Creed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So we
got
just
to-
brought our whole class up, and that's where our 3 fans came from.
It worked
Sean
really
is
well.
crying. If you.
There's a lot of good details in the scene if you watch that I noticed that were mostly.
Well, the
improv.
funny thing was too, like
This is a whole improv speech
Yeah,
too.
your speech was improv, but your introduction was exactly the same
Yeah,
as
I
your
know.
actual
That's- I was trying to
graduation
get it.
speech.
So
Yes.
we
So-
finally
We
made
had to
it.
get started. Yeah.
So we all had a little giggle at actual graduation.
Yeah.
And then we got these
Yes.
solfege.
This solfege, which
Syllables.
Mrs. Speary had on her
Or doer.
whiteboard, just dove through.
I was
writing
coming up
stuff
with
out.
these right on the spot.
Yeah, this whole thing was done in one take. We didn't really plan it out.
Except
Yes.
Luke Briggs stopped the filming, so this
Yes,
was we
except
had to
Luke
restart.
screwed up
All
the
the
filming.
robes are sitting in the chair right
So
there.
we had to do a little cut there, but I,
I
don't
do
think
like
anybody
that
knows.
reaction shot though, the reverse shot. It's very nice.
The soul man.
Because
You
You
sing
sing
all
all
the
the
time.
time. So such a good line. And then T, we have no idea, which I think is perfect for Ryan's
I
character.
just I couldn't hold it
And then
in.
we have this award. It just came out.
Sean really wanted this award.
Yeah, he reaches
It's
for
my
it. I
favorite
yanked it
detail
away
that
from him.
you blink and miss it is that Sean is trying to steal it from Nathan. Like he reaches, he
Like,
leans up,
he
whispers something
"Can I
in your
have
ear,
it?"
and then he tries to take it, and you like tell him no.
I didn't cry during real graduation, so this one meant more to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
you know.
100%. It's 100%
Sean
more
throws
sad.
it
Sean
and
threw his
then
thing up in the air like
catches
it's a
it.
cap, which I love.
Black screen.
And then this is-
is the final.
Milk
shot.
and chips.
I decided not to go obvious. I wanted Eric at the end of his speech to say, now we have hors d'oeuvres, milk and chips available to everyone who wants. And then we were going to cut to this scene. But I decided not to have that because I wanted this to be a callback to the people who remember episode 2.
Yeah.
And just would know what the milk and chips
Yeah,
mean.
I really like the.
There is one.
I do like
in
that-
here. I
that
think
scene.
blooper too.
I think it's the boom. I think that's the only one.
Oh.
Starring Keegan Houston. So that's the end of the Berlin Chorus Room.
I think we can get together next summer.
We could
Do
we could
we-
make like a 1 year later episode. This is where you punch him in the
Yeah,
face.
yeah, he pokes me right.
he
in the
pokes you
chin.
like right in the lip or something. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
And I said like he could have kept going because
No.
I think that would have been just as funny if
Yeah.
he would have actually hit me, but I just keep talking to him.
So I, don't know, I like that as a blooper as
Yeah,
well. Like where
it
he
was
like
good.
pets your chin.
So that was the final one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Berlin Chorus Room.
Fiend.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
It was fun.
It was definitely a labor of love.
Yeah, we did a lot of work into this.
Yeah,
Like,
but We got a
It
lot
turned
of
out good.
compliments
We
from
did.
The
teachers
school,
and
honestly,
faculty.
I was really surprised.
Yeah,
Our
how
board members
how
and-
supportive they were of it.
It was incredibly well received
Mhm.
throughout the community. Like, people that didn't even go to our school were watching it.
Yeah,
I also
adults
had
would stop me and ask me when the next episode's
Yes,
coming out.
like
Yeah,
Scott
it's
Gilmore
very
from
surreal.
Somerset Trust Company was
friends, my friends in Rockwood, their parents actually were like, "Man, I can't wait to see Eric," because
Yeah.
they had no clue who I was, only from
this
these
video.
shows.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's-
And then obviously there's comments on our YouTube videos from people from other states.
That was really only the
Yeah.
first and second
It's-
video, so
It's very strange how receptive people were of it, because it is something very odd and strange that you wouldn't expect, to really catch on.
Yeah,
For a
but
bunch of high schoolers to make an Office parody.
you're right, and it is pretty entertaining all in all. If you're
Yeah.
not Abby
Yeah,
Broadwater
with-
and
with-
Molly Coconut,
yeah.
it's relatively entertaining.
With what we had to work with, and we understand that. We understand that there's no continuity
no,
whatsoever.
but that's part of the point,
Yeah.
and I think I think people understand.
know,
that.
And
for-
the fact that it's filmed on,
on
an
an
iPhone.
iPhone,
We have
like-
no
Yes.
mics.
Yeah.
we-
Oh yeah.
Free software, iMovie,
And like we had the stuff available to do
and
that if we
the
would've-
outcome of all of it though was
so good.
good.
Mhm.
Yes, and they all ended up looking good. And I mean, it was fun to even sit down and write these episodes for
Yeah,
me. Like
it was
it
fun
took
to talk.
it took a long time, but it was fun to sit down and just think of these ideas.
Well, yeah, and because then Creed would write it and he'd have a general idea, but then we'd
modify
freedom
it
where
with
we'd say,
improv, yeah.
well, it'd probably be better if we did this.
Yes,
instead,
I left a
switch
lot of
these
free
scenes."
space in all the scripts where I wanted to improv, because improv is kind of heart and soul of these.
Of the
things.
Office,
Yeah.
anyways. so-
Yeah,
And
at least for like the dialogue and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And for the most part, I think the improv that we did do was varied enough that it was still kept quite tasteful.
Yeah, it was good.
Especially Sean, he was really started the improv, but all of the actors, I would say, did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
You know, all things considered, I'm very pleased with it. Would I put it on a resume? Maybe.
I think I would.
It's an amateur project.
It's
But-
it's on my portfolio. If anybody wants to check out my portfolio, it's creedsmithdesign.weebly.com. The Berlin Course Room is linked on my portfolio.
Shameless plug.
Yep.
But
'Cause I don't know.
I'd say that that's a pretty good culmination of 4 years of video
Friendship
Yeah.
and video practice that we kind of brought together.
Yeah,
All of
it was
our
well,
biggest
we have done Julius Caesar. We have done
a music video.
music
A parody
video
of Ellen
Back in Black.
DeGeneres' show.
Yeah.
How's it go? I don't know.
Split in
I have
half. That's what we called it. It was a song about mitosis.
Yes.
Mitosis. It's really cool. Help you pass in
A trailer
school.
for Agatha Christie's ABC
Oh, I
Murders.
completely forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
ABC.
that's
That
right.
was honestly one of our better works too.
Yes, that was a
Right?
good trailer. That was more
What
quality.
was the order? It started from Ellen to Back in Black to
to
Julius
Julius
Caesar,
Caesar in
and
10th
ABC
grade.
And then the
Murders.
trailer.
ABC
And
Murders
these.
was 11th grade.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know.
And that's it.
Here we are.
Lots of bonus off all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our original intentions with the show was that after it was over, we were going to pass it on to
some
the
freshmen.
younger kids in our
The next
chorus
gen.
program. But I don't know
If
that I
I-
have the faith
I
that
don't.
they would keep it. Even if I sent them a copy of my script so they knew how I wrote it to give them a general idea, I don't think that they would keep it alive.
Yeah.
So for now, at least, this is the last.
They
thing
can
you
make
hear of
their
us.
own channel if they want, but I don't think we should give them ours. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna keep it as our thing, and then maybe we film. I don't know,
A reunion?
something.
Reunion.
Yeah, it's just like a
Every
1
year we get together for like 50 years. All right, boys, gotta head out to Berlin, Pennsylvania. We
Only
rent
one
out
of
the.
us dies.
We rent out the.
We
chorus
should
room.
though. Honestly, we should get together just from time to time and just.
The
put
school
together
would
a
let
little
us.
something.
I think they would.
Oh yeah, just come into the school. Oh, it didn't even have to be in the school.
Hey,
It
can
could
we
be,
use your chorus room for?
We could create a series called Beyond the Chorus Room.
Beyond the
The 1 month later, the 1 year later.
We
the
just
2
hang
years
out,
later.
tailgate in the parking lot of the school.
50 years later. Just like a reunion of all
Just
the
down like on the
characters.
track.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta get going. They're having practice.
I don't know.
All
Just
right.
don't unsubscribe. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, we're gonna be on a trip. A lot of us are gonna be on a trip together here shortly.
Mm.
Maybe we'll film some stuff.
No.
No, not without Nathan. I
Yeah,
don't think we can do it without
honestly.
Nathan.
Hard to
I
wait.
like him too much.
Yeah, I'll just Skype.
We love you.
Just hold him up the whole time.
Undisclosed location. So that's the chorus room. Goodbye.
Bye.